Hey guys, it's Derry here. It is early, not early in the morning, but for me it's early. Because it's summertime, so we like to sleep here. It's about 10 o'clock. It's actually about 10:30. I think, yeah. No, it's actually 11 o'clock, so it's not late. So, yeah, I've actually been up for a while now. Today was just kind of a lazy start to my day, but it was a wonderful start because I got out. After the hubster went to work, I got up because the boys were still asleep, and I got to go do my yoga and my stretches outside because it is gorgeous outside, but it's a little on the chilly side because today it's only supposed to be about 69, whereas most of last week it was 89 to 90, and that for us is hot. But today it's about 69, so today's kind of like perfect weather, and we had some rain. We had a really nasty rainstorm the other night, which really dampened the temperature. I'm sorry, I just burned my thumb lighting my candle. Yeah, what? Anyway, so I am now inside, and I am sitting down in my witchy room, obviously. That's the view you usually see, but I'm in my witchy room. And I am going to I've got a new audiobook that I'm going to listen to. And I'm going to color today. This is the color page I'm going to be working on. This is from Christina McAllister, who's one of my favorite color book artists. So I will be doing that, but I will show you the view that I am currently looking at, if you can see it. I've got my cup of coffee, I've got my green smoothie, I've got my friend's candle, I've got my little rainbow cottage that my other friend made me. The rainbow cottage came from the woman who did this painting and the one down the one down there. She makes paintings and boxes, but her 9-year-old daughter, did this for me, and it's a little treasure box, which I just love. I love her little treasure boxes. She did this one. This is light language, and this was for my birthday. Ah. Yeah. So, those are my little spell boxes. But yeah. But I'm just kind of chillaxing. Things here, this is just a ramble because I saw Lupa Moon's Ramble this morning, which I loved, and I told her that I would film back. So, but as you can see, I have no makeup on. My hair's a mess. This is brushed, believe it or not. This has been brushed, but that's why I said next Thursday I get a haircut, so I'm thrilled. Because everything here in my town is starting to open up. We are in the green, so to speak. And I was telling my comment to Lupa Moon this morning was, what do you miss about, and she said how she misses charity shops or thrift shops or rummage sales or garage. We have what are called rummage sales or garage sales. We have thrift shops. We have, I'm missing that. That's starting to open up. But I miss farmers markets. I miss growing up in my hometown, which is 45 minutes down the road. We have this huge farmers market called the Market House, and it's an old train station, and upstairs there's an art gallery, a theater, a dance studio, and downstairs is a restaurant and a farmers market, both inside and out, and it goes all the way around the train station. And so Saturdays, that's how I would spend my Saturdays. I would get up and I would take $25 and I would go and make a routine out of it. And I did this every Saturday. It's because it didn't even become a habit. It did become a habit, but it was something that I loved to do. And when I moved away and I lived in North Carolina for 11 years and I didn't get to do that, I just was like miserable. I found other routines to do on Saturdays once my little boy was born, who's now 17. Yeah. Anyway, our market house, we would go on Saturday mornings and we would go and have breakfast in the restaurant. and it was all local, organic, farm raised, farm fresh foods. And we would go and have breakfast, and then we would go and get all of our fresh fruits and vegetables and local honey and local farm raised eggs and local milk and local meat and, farm fresh, local, everything was local and farm fresh and organic, and it was wonderful. And all these Amish baked goods, and it was for little tiny bit of money. I mean, $20 you could get, for $25 you could get a week's worth of fresh bread and fruits and vegetables and meats and eggs and milk, and you name it, you could get it. I mean, that's how inexpensive it was. It's a little bit more expensive now, but my favorite honey, which is what's it called? I can't even remember. Hang on, let me go take you on an adventure, because it's in the cabinet. It is black. What's the name of it? I can't think of it. Duh. Buckwheat, black buckwheat honey, and it is honey. It's just very dark. It is so, I don't like sweet honeys. I love that one. But I got that, and that is buckwheat honey in the grocery stores is outrageous, even if it's local. That jar of like 8 ounces of honey would have cost me $30 in the grocery store. I got that for $9 at our farmer's market. I think I'll take it, But yeah, that's just, we would do that, and then we would go thrift shopping, because right next door to the market house was a Salvation Army. And I would go and I would get all my, I would go and I would look, and then I would go off to the library, and then when I get hungry, I would go back down to the market house and across the alleyway, and I would go to my best friend's cafe, which I could have coffee, you could have baked foods, you could have breakfast, you could have lunch, you could have whatever. Or I would go across the street to our local family-owned sub shop called The Whole Darn Thing, and it was a big submarine sandwich shop kind of thing, or a hoagie shop, and I would get one of those, and then I would go off to the library, or just ride my bike around town, or catch a live music show, because that's the thing, is like around the market house, I would go upstairs and I would look at the art, or I would peek in on the dancers and watch a tap class, or see what play they were rehearsing. Or this is all because I was raised in a theater, and our little town was a college town, but it had 5 or 6 theaters, and they weren't movie theaters. We only had 2 movie theaters. We had 5 or 6 theaters for musicals and plays and whatever. So, and the one upstairs of the market house was one that my parents started. So I would stop in at the theater and see what they were rehearsing. And this is when I didn't have a rehearsal, because as I said, I was raised in theater, so I was always at a theater at some point, somewhere, but I would always take like Saturday mornings and early afternoons. That was like my time before I had to go to a rehearsal, or because rehearsals would normally start at like 2 in the afternoon and go until 8 or 9 at night, so we would, or 10 at night, and we would, so I would have Saturday mornings just for me, and, but that was kind of my growing up, and I really miss that. And my daughter now lives down in my hometown with my granddaughter and my son-in-law, and so now that things are starting to open up, I'm hoping that I can start to get back to that a little bit. But yeah, that was my favorite childhood memory when I was a kid. That was just kind of my routine as a child and a teenager and a young adult. And, when I moved back after my divorce, when I moved back here, that was, And I loved raising my kids. You know, my son Ethan, who's now 17, he remembers going to the market house. And, you know, when I was really little, I had dance classes upstairs. I would be, you know, excuse me, I have to sneeze. Sorry about that. But I would be dancing, and then I would go across the hall to art class and or a rehearsal for a theater, for a play, or, you know, and then I kind of veered off of that for a little while and became a figure skater. But again, Saturday mornings after skating, because skating was really first thing in the morning, like 5 a.m. But after that, I would go down to the market house and yes, ice skating. I was a figure skater for 20 years. But yeah, that's just kind of what I really miss. And the one thing I really miss right now is the library. You know, I've read all of my books. I've listened to all of my audiobooks. And yes, I have Audible, but I'm like, I want new audiobooks. I want to go to the library. I want to go, you know, because I realized the other day that my husband has all the Harry Potter books and all the Percy Jackson books on his tablet, but I don't have them on mine. So I'm like, okay, we got to remedy that. Yeah, green juice. No, actually, that's really good. But that's just kind of what I used to do growing up. And you know, our local farmer's market here in my little town hasn't opened up. And it's a really odd hours. It's Thursday from like 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon till like 3 in the afternoon. And then the live bands would come on from 3 to 5 or 3 to 6 or whatever. I live in a little tiny one stoplight, podunk, farmer, Amish, strip mining town. And everything that we want to do is in the sister city, which is Grove City. I live in a little town called Barkeyville, which is part of Franklin, PA. But yeah, Meadville is only 45 minutes away. You know, so that's kind of nice. When I want to escape, I can go down and go visit my daughter and my granddaughter and take a dip in their pool or check out, you know, and a lot of my friends are still in Meadville. So that's kind of, you know, I love kind of going down there and catching up and, you know, so. But all right, that's my ramble for today. Lupa Moon, I hope you liked it, and everybody have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.